Welcome to the third episode of my Factory Showcase series, where I examine different areas and rooms of the factory while sharing insight about how I built them. This is the first showcase video that will be discussing one of my original rooms, the Jelly Beanstalks Room. By original room, I mean that this room was not shown in the movie. For context, something that I wanted to do with this build was elaborate on what we see in the movie by making my own rooms to sort of fill out the factory. After all, this is the largest chocolate factory in history, so I thought it would be cool if the interior actually felt as such. While most of the designs of these rooms are my original creation, all of the names of the rooms are actually straight from the concept art of the movie. If you want to see the full list of names of the 490 rooms that were created for the movie, there's a link in the description to see for yourself. Interestingly enough, the Jelly Beanstalks Room, while not shown in the movie, actually has appeared in other Wonka media. There's an entire level dedicated to this room in the 2005 movie tie-in game, and there is also official concept art for the movie that shows a few drawings of how the room would have looked if it was indeed included in the film. The link to the concept art you're seeing is once again in the description below. My design is based off of the proposed concept art, and does not resemble the level in the tie-in game in any way. The room is described as being a sphere, made of cables that the jelly beanstalks grow on. The best way I thought to create this in Minecraft was by making a sphere of glass, with the edges of the glass acting as the cables. There are 7 separate beanstalks, each their own color. I spent a lot of time on the shaping so the beanstalks looked like they were snaking their way to the top of the dome organically, like in the concept art. For the coloring, I used a mix of concrete and glass to give them a semi-solid, semi-jelly appearance. The top of the beanstalks narrow into green pods that form the jelly beans. From there, the jelly beans, modeled as simple concrete blocks, fall from the pods down the hole into the next room. I assume this next room to be the Jelly Beans room, which I also have in my factory, though it is in need of a reworking before I put it on camera. In the center of the room you see 4 pillars. These pillars are the rails that the glass elevator would ride on, similarly to how we see in the movie in the exploding candy room. Also in the middle of the room is a viewing platform that players can walk on to get a better view of the whole operation. Something that is important to note about this map is that while the build is massive, it's mainly a 3D art map. What I mean by that is some of these rooms are really just about spectacle. There isn't necessarily something to do in each room or some objective to complete like full adventure maps have. While we have been working to add movement and animation to some rooms, this simply won't be possible to do for all of them, such as this. So even though there isn't much to do in here, it's still fun to come in and take a look around for a few minutes. So that's the Jelly Beanstalks Room. I know it was pretty short, but I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the first of many of my original rooms. I hope to have my next showcase video out soon, and it'll be talking about quite the fan favorite, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.